Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the United Kingdom, and today I thought I'd carry on sharing some of the projects that I made for my sweet inspiration. And what that is a showcase of all of some ideas of what to do with a particular suite or a particular bundle, just so you can get the most out of your stamp sets. And so this one is, say, Dragonfly Garden. I've done one that covers the whole of the mega suite, which has got this stamp set which coordinates with a punch, a stamp set called Garden Wishes that coordinates with some dies, and I'll pop the link to that in the description box below, or obviously if you're on my blog, then there'll be another video for you to watch, and it shows all of them. But I wanted to work with some of the DSP today. Quite strong patterns on some of the sides, but some lovely lighter ones on the other side as well. So I thought we'd work with some of those. You can see that we've got lovely colours, Blackberry Bliss and Bumblebee, and I thought I'd pick out a bit of Blackberry Bliss, one of my favourite colours, today to make this sweet little card here. So this is just a really simple fun fold. So if you're starting out, this one is great because it is very straightforward, but is just a nice wow. So they look at it and think, oh, that's a nice card, but actually when you open it, you've got that little bit of a wow factor, because it's just a little bit different. And you've got this lovely dragonfly here with stuff fluttering wings. You can see that are just raised up. The sentiment I've actually used is from another stamp set, and that's the Enjoy the Moment one, which you can see here. So this is another great sort of nature themed one, but it's got this fabulous happy birthday, very nice blocky text, which I rather like. So let's start off with our stamping. So you're going to need some basic white cardstock, half a sheet, and you're going to need just a small piece of a contrast colour and a piece of the DSP, which comes in 6x6, so you can see that there. What you'll also want to do is stamp in StazOn on a piece of vellum to create the dragonfly and allow that to dry, which I've done in advance just to make sure I don't smudge it. And once you've done that, you take our punch, just feed that in from underneath, and you can just line that up. Now if you have any dexterity or strength issues with your hands, you can do it by popping it flat on the desk, and that's actually better for your punch if you punch straight down. So there's our lovely dragonfly, which I'm going to pop there. Just make sure you remember which is the front, which is the reverse, because you're going to colour on the reverse. And what I've got is some my rich raspberry blends, and I'm just going to sort of very simply just colour on the back there. In a couple of sections. Now these have got both a brush tip that I'm using here and a bullet tip. So if you wanted to a little more precision, then you can just use the opposite edge, like so. You don't have to worry about being too precise though, because obviously you're not going to see the reverse, you're only going to see it from the front. So that's my dark, and I'm just going to quickly grab my lighter one. And just colour on the reverse there. And obviously with the lighter one, you can just go over the edges there. Hopefully you can see that. And that does give a little bit of blending on the reverse. I'm going to use my dark again just for the body as well. Like so. And when you turn it over, you get this rather pretty effect. You can see the sort of darker shading coming through, and just a little bit of blending as well. So pop that to one side, and then we can crack on with our card base. So for the card base, what you need to do is take half a sheet of A4, which is 29 by 10.5, 11.5 by 4 1/8, and you're going to score at halfway, so at 5 3/4, and at 14.5, and then you're going to cut at 7.5. So just to, you know, make sure you flip, and that's going to be your cut. That's going to leave you with an off-cut piece, and you'll see I've just trimmed that down to 7 by 10 centimetres, and I've taken a piece of Blackberry Bliss, which I've also cut, and that's at 7.5 by 10.5 centimetres. So we've got a nice layer, and we're not wasting any of that lovely card that we've got there. The next thing you want to do is do your DSP. So we're going to cut this down to 10.5, so 4 1/8. So it's the same size as your card front, and this is 14.5. Now, remember you're cutting at 7 centimetres. 7 centimetres, so like so, because you want this to match up. Now, if you do it the wrong way around, it doesn't matter. You know, don't worry, you can always flip the pieces round, but that way you'll get the cut there. So again, if you've cut it differently, then just measure which bit you want on the left and cut it to that size. Tell me how I know? Because I've done it before now. We've all done it. So with your piece of basic white, I'm just taking the lovely floral image, and I'm just going to ink that up. This is a big stamp, so I'm going ink pad to stamp, and I'm just going to pop that on the left hand side here. I'm then going to grab my dragonfly, and obviously I've used the same pattern for the other one, and just pop that in on the corner. But you don't want to stamp all of it, because you want those little wings to just hang off the side slightly. And then for the lovely little, I know it's a swarm, I don't like the name swarm of dragonflies, but it's I think you have a flutter of butterflies, you could have there was another word, I can't remember what the word was, I found out what it was, and I'm just going to stamp those in some Blackberry Bliss, just on the bottom here. Then I'm going to grab my Happy Birthday as well, and try and get this as straight as I can, which I can never do when I'm on camera. There we go, Happy Birthday. So as you can see, it doesn't look terribly interesting, and this is where just adding a little bit of colour with whatever colouring medium you prefer makes all the difference. So all I'm going to do, because I've got my Stampin' Blends out, I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to those. And if I show you just, I usually come in with my lighter one first, but on these ones, because they're only small, you know, it doesn't make, you don't need to blend as much. So I'm just going to add a bit of colour in with those, and just again, and you can do as much or as little colouring as you like with these. And I say it is mossy meadow, but if you've got a bit of old olive, just happen, what have I got handy? I've got a bit of dark so saffron, so that'll be my centre of my flowers. A little bit on the light side, but that's fine, I think. And you'll hear me rummaging. I'm just rummaging in my desk, under my desk, because I forgot to get my Mossy Meadow out. So there we go. Mossy Meadow. So all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of colour to these leaves. And all of a sudden you can see this really sort of just springs to life a little bit more. And what I find is I quite like just sort of doing a bit of pointillism, a few, you know, where we've got some leaves, just a few little dots can give the impression of colour. just adding a little colour to those stems, again with my bullet tip. And then it's sort of, I'd look at it and kind of go, okay, where else do I need a little bit of colour? So I'm just going to use again my bullet tip and add a little bit of colour to these here, like so. So there we have our panel. So let's get some construction going on. So I'm going to grab my Tombow here. The reason I'm using Tombow is because it just gives you a little bit of wiggle when you're lining up, which obviously when you're doing something that is sort of flush to the edges, you want to be able to get that really nice and flush, like so. Ooh. And take our second, you see, just coming to the edges there. If ever you have an extra splodge, don't forget to use the opposite end on your Tombow with that sort of spreading part as well, and just add that to the other side. Look at that, you see, all beautifully lining up. We can add our panel to the front of our contrast card. Now the next bit, you just need to remember that this isn't going to, you don't need dimensionals on all of it, you only need it on the one side. So make sure your left hand side you're going to do, and pop your dimensionals on there. Okay, and we're almost there, just taking those off. And this is where unusually I do add the layer on while it is closed, because I want to get that centralised. Now you can measure if you want, or you can do it by eye, which is what I'm doing there. And then all we need to do is now add our lovely coloured dragonfly to it. And we're sticking vellum. Honestly, one of the best things to do when you're sticking vellum is to use our glue dots. They are, but on this one, providing you use the sort of the cover the whole of the body, you'll find that it works just as well. So, I just take a couple of glue dots, like so, and when it hangs over, just fold it in, and then all you need to do is just pop that on top, and there we have our pretty happy birthday card. Blackberry Bliss or some Bumblebee, which do you prefer? I think both look lovely. I have a particular favourite for the Blackberry Bliss, but I can see that the bit of Bumblebee lifts it slightly with a slightly brighter colour. The choice is yours. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you'd like to purchase this suite or any of the items you've seen today, just pop along to my Stampin' Up shop at heidismith.stampinup.net, or if you click on the links below this video in the description box, that'll take you straight to my shop, or you can follow the links on my blog. All methods are available. Thanks for watching. Come back and see me again soon. Bye.